Hello, welcome into this mystery reading. I'm Molly, the QuantumLeapQueen. Thanks for joining me on this reading. These readings are a timeless resource for you to come utilize whenever you need some extra nourishment in your life. So trust that if you found this reading today, there is a message here for you. I'm setting the intention, as always, to give you the best messages you need to hear today. And I am starting with the Pause Tarot. What do we need to talk about with you today? Okay. Immediately, I am getting a relationship, and perhaps multiple in your life, where you were met with someone that I'm just gonna come out and say it. I just feel like this person has, a selfishness that doesn't match yours. This could be parent, partner, boss, but likely it started in childhood. This person, it's like they put themselves on a pedestal, and they put others around them as wrong or below them. Not a person coming from equality a lot of the time, or consistently coming from equality. It's coming from a lot of ego, from what I can see, and perhaps this has been a pattern in your life. But I feel I have the Fool at the top of the deck, nice in the sun. I just feel like there's this level of detachment now with you, with people like this, because you recognize, like, what can you do? What can you do? It's kind of like, I feel like you see a lot under the surface now for people like this, and you recognize that under the surface there is an element of not knowing themselves, perhaps some self-hatred, some self-loathing that is so embedded that they can't even see it themselves, or they don't want to, and they don't dive into it. And obviously, like, that makes them miserable at the end of the day. Not only in themselves, but then to be around them, it can be miserable. So I think you've learned, like, to pick your fights, let's say, because I think there's been a lot of trying to change this person, trying to help them see or understand, coming from a place of love, but also like wanting your relationship with them to be different. But if they don't choose to make their own relationship with themselves different, then there's nothing you can do about it. And that's where I feel like this level of detachment is coming in. I have the Fool and the Sun to say, like, you're finding peace again, like, just like letting them be, just letting them be as they are, not needing them to change, even though in the past, like, you really wanted them to, and perhaps tried to convince them in ways to change. It's just not the game you play anymore. Now it's like you're just gonna let them be who they are and let them experience life the way they are choosing to experience life. And so there's wisdom in what you're doing, and that detachment then is bringing in the lightness and the willingness to just go with the flow and let them go off on their own, be on their own tangents, and whatever they're choosing to do. As long as it's not hurting you, then you can just remove yourself. You're allowing them to view you in whatever light they want to view you. And yeah, and I think also this could include just like creating that emotional distance, not going into the emotional worlds like you used to with them, because then you recognize over time, like, that just causes too much drama, and that you don't want to participate in it when you're not actually being met eye to eye. So there's been a lot of learning and growing I can see through your life in this kind of relationship dynamic. Let's see what else. I have Death, the Five of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like death to the confusion. Death to feeling left out and abandoned. I'm hearing that too. But for sure, death to chaos and drama where you just don't want to participate. You've had enough of it. You've kind of seen where it leads, and it doesn't lead to anywhere except for the same spot. So I just see you, like, not being available any longer for when people try to hook you into these emotional dramas. It's just, you just remove yourself. It's not something you participate in any longer, but you see it so much clearer now when people are doing this. And it's because you've kind of gotten, like, your master's or your PhD in relationships like this that feed off of the chaos, that feed off of imbalancing someone that was balanced. And you're learning how to just not play the game when you don't want to play the game. What's that phrase, like, play stupid games, win stupid prizes? That's what I feel this is about. You're just simply not playing the games because you know the prizes are nothing. So, yeah, I just see a lot of growth on your end. Nice. I have the Hangman at the top of this deck. Wow, and the Hierophant, like, both major arcanas to say, like, you've done a lot of work to, like, really understand from all points of view, like, what's happening. And then with the Hierophant, like, how to change your mindsets around it, your belief systems, like, really taking radical responsibility for your relationships with yourself, with those around you. And I think you're able to up level in this way because you do try to meet people eye to eye. You really take the initiative to put yourself in their shoes from an authentic point of view. And I think that's why you're able to then up level your belief systems and not stay stuck in past patternings, is because you actually get the facts. You get to the root of things, because you are able to hold multiple perspectives at the same time. And I think that is that's key. And not everyone does that, has the humility to do that, has the humility to really look at themselves. Therefore, and you know, how, if you can't look at yourself, how can you look at others in an honest way? It always starts with you. So that's what I'm seeing. It's just like a nod to all of the work that you've done on yourself and all of, yeah, the relationship patterns you've been changing up within you and around you. Oh goodness, we got flying cards. 5 of Wands was the one that went flying, okay. 8 of Wands and the 2 of Swords reversed. Yes, you've had, this is on the same topic, but you've had, with the chaotic people in your life, the people that thrive on the chaos, they've had you really question yourself and your intuition. Like, really thinking, like, am I the issue? Am I the problem? Like, they really want you to believe. And I think even when they're in your face about it, like, this card literally just came up, like, hit the microphone. Like, it was so dramatic. Like, I just feel like even when they're in your face about it, now you have this centeredness about you where you're not losing yourself, because you have lost yourself in the past many a times. But I see that it's different now, like the energy is different now, because you're recognizing so much more. You have the wisdom now. It's like it took you to like lose yourself again and again to then find your center again. And now it's like you've built foundations around your center where it's not up for debate. People can't debate you on who you are because you know who you are. How are they going to know when they can't even see themselves in the chaos that they're creating and not taking responsibility for? So that gives you a level up. And really it's just a frequency, a vibration now that's like more in line with you. So you're even like a brighter mirror to this individual or these multiple individuals. And it's going to be up to them if they choose to, you know, meet you where you're at, or if they double down on their belief systems. But it's not your game to play. That's what I hear. Like, you're just not playing the game of the ego like they want you to any longer. So yeah, a lot of growth, a lot of shadow work you have done, but the shadow work pays off. And I just feel like now you're going to be attracting people that actually match you, actually meet you in your level of shadow work that you've done and integration work that you've done to really meet yourself, like truly your true self. And that's where people are going to start coming to you from a place of authenticity and integrity. And like attracts like, so you're going to recognize them, they're going to recognize you, and you both can like see when people aren't operating from their center, from their true soul and are more operated from ego or from traumas from past wounding. It's going to be blatantly clear to you and those around you that you're attracting now. So that's what I'm seeing from the tarot. Let's move on to some oracle messages. I'm going to pull from the Rainbow Brain Skull deck. Let's start with this one. Best message from my friend from this deck. Best message. Thank you. We have 3 here. Intercession and how you know that's what you want exactly. That's what it says. We'll look that up for some clarity. Never leave it blank. Make something stupid. Throw it in a vault. Throw in vault. I like that. Just making stuff. And then evolve into non-complainer. That's a lot of what you've been doing. I can see that. I'm curious about this first one. 53. Intercession. Your childhood dreams may just be the dreams of a child. Don't let what you once wanted get in the way of what you may actually want now. Ease all past desires and tune into what it is you are actually seeking in this moment. I think that's what you're doing already. I think you are letting go a lot of like who you were in the past, and even like past desires or how they've transmuted now, changed into something different. And just really creating your life not based on like what anyone else thinks of you or the expectations on you. It's like truly basing life on what your soul really wants and not being afraid to like change things up as well. I think all of that you are already mastering. Never leave it blank. Make something stupid. Throw in vault. Let's take a look. 28. Who said that you have to share everything you make immediately? Get excited about building a secret stash. Sometimes things are meant to incubate and be released when the time is just right. Ooh, nice. True, I love that. That reminds me of, even for me in this channel, is like I had the idea for quite some time, like burning in my soul to like start creating mystery readings, but it wasn't time yet. Like when I was having the ideas, I was going through quite a health journey at that time, and I just didn't have the time or the energy to commit to it. But the idea sat for quite some time until it was like ready to be birthed. And that's where I think, is there something in your life that you can commit to and create without, like, when the timing's right, though, I'll say that too. And also creating not necessarily to be shared or to share. I don't think there's like there should be any restrictions of what you should and shouldn't share at all. Use your own discernment, I would say with that. But I think projects and like especially for a soul like you would be really important to commit to for yourself. Just creating stuff. Evolve into non-complainer. The highest vibration one can achieve is to be okay with any outcome. Like a monk from all those stories would often say after anything bad happened, so. Sure. That one's, I think, right on for how you have like really taken the victim identity away from your personal identity. Not that we're not human, but it's like, I feel like you're always like, okay, how can this benefit me? How can this empower me? Even if it's something like inherently what we would perceive as bad, how can this, yeah, benefit me in my life? And then that automatically starts to change the energy into like, okay, let's see how good it can get. That's something you've definitely like spent a lot of time mastering and continue to, just like us all. So that's what I see. Okay, let's move on. I'm gonna pull from this Sacred Symbols Oracle. Let's take a look at this deck. Oops, this is the deck. I always have the decks listed below in the description. What's the best message from my friend from this deck? Best message, best message. Thank you. Safe travel. Ooh. Number 30. Maybe someone's planning a trip, going on a trip. Let's see what it says. A trip, a journey, or even a simple change of scenery is upon you. Meditate on this card before you start a new adventure, move to a new home, or take a trip. The symbol is safe passage. It's a Norse Viking rune for safe passage on land or sea. It grants protection for those in the air and during astro travel. Okay, I guess maybe someone needs that right now. That's the only card that came out, so I guess that is what it is. Let's move on. I'm gonna pull from the animal deck next. Best message from this deck for my friend. Self, worth, love, value, and respect. Ooh, nice. This is number 11. Let's read about it. The pig. Pig has big medicine to share with you. This medicine is so grand that it is the key to living a fulfilling life and aids in accomplishing your potential. Pig's message is simple and direct. Know your worth. Not only does Pig know his worth, but cultures across the world have proclaimed his value for thousands of years as both a creature to be revered and a source of nourishment. Think of a piggy bank with money inside it. The more money inside, the more value it carries. The piggy bank reflects the idea that our true worth comes from within. When we only use others' validation to inform us of our value, it always leads to suffering. Pig's medicine teaches us about inner talk. Do you walk around doing your daily tasks with a voice in your head that belittles you, tells you that you are not good enough, and makes you feel unworthy? Now it is time to proactively train and direct the voice in your head to share messages that are uplifting, loving, and kind about your self-talk. This will take a lot of work and will most likely feel like you're lying to yourself if you have a bit of a habit of negative self-talk. The key to making it honest and impactful is not to lie to yourself and say, I am gorgeous, when everything in you feels ugly. Instead, you say the part that feels ugly. I love you. I feel this pain with you. And one day I will get us to the point where we feel our beauty. But for now, I am here for you. Pig's medicine asks you to accept that you will always struggle with some form of insecurity because you are human. True self-worth isn't raging confidence. It is allowing yourself to be insecure and being there for yourself while you feel the pain of not feeling good enough. This act is the power that creates self-worth. That's it. So yeah, you could be noticing perhaps right now your self-talk, or just, yeah, your expectations of how things are meant to be going in your life. Someone outside is having a dance party, a music party, coming by with a loudspeaker. So I feel like that's indicated as well as like when then the negative self-talk comes in, when it creeps in, like get yourself out of it a little bit. Like create a little bit more space for like some love, some fun, some abundance to come in, and just like remember that it's not true. Like all the thoughts that we're thinking they're not 100% true. to have the space to hold all aspects of you, the ones that feel messy, ugly, not enough, but also like knowing like that's just simply an aspect, and that your true self is infinite source and infinite abundance, and that's who you are at the end of the day. And the humanness of not feeling enough is just that. It's like human trait that we all possess, and like just remembering that and coming back to that balance point within yourself. Say you are enough. It doesn't, and that your worth is not tied to your doing, to your output, anything outside you. You're inherently enough from the inside out. Just a reminder for you. So lastly, I'm going to pull from the I Create My Reality deck. Okay, it says, I align myself with like-minded people. It says, I attract amazing people in my life. You become like the people around you, even if you are not aware of it. The energies around us determine our vibrational frequency. Place great value on your energy and with whom you want to share it with. Surround yourself with those who bring you light, people you admire, from who you can learn and who inspire you to grow, people who make your heart smile and your soul shine. Friends therapy is the best therapy. True. I feel like the more that you are like embodied in you and like listening to your intuition about what moves to make in your life, like really following it, really honoring it, it's gonna align you with soul family. Maybe you have some already, but like the more you just simply let go of outcome, let go of feeling limited, feeling like the victim, and like just feeling more empowered within yourself, you start to become a magnet to people that are also like that. And then therefore like your souls can truly witness each other without judgments or expectations. There's a real coming together in the physical that occurs when we fully commit to ourselves. So I know like I've experienced so much more of that coming to Mexico. I'm from Minnesota, and to be honest, I don't have a lot of friends back at home, like not a ton of people I connect with, but coming to Mexico, I'm like, wow, these people see me, like I've just made a ton of friends here from all over the world. And that's kind of a lot of people's path and journey here. They felt their intuition called them to come, and they've kind of just stayed, and like now we have like a group of friends that actually get together and like do kind of circles and stuff like this. So just keep listening, keep following your inner guidance, your inner voice, and even ask if you're missing that connection with people, like ask your guidance, your source, to lead the way to these people. You are powerful. You can simply ask and then follow the cues, because all of life is you. Everything you're experiencing is you. It's all you. So remember that. So that is your reading. I hope it brought you nourishment and confirmation for exactly where you are on your journey. Come on back whenever you need more nourishment. I have my link down below to work with me. Let me know how this reading resonated with you in the comments. And till next time, guys, we'll see you on the next reading. Bye.